I'm Jason Luton, and this is WGEM News Now for the 10 a.m. hour. A school bus carrying students and a car collided during pickup this morning. That's according to a statement from the Pleasant Hill Superintendent Kylie Orr, who says the bus was picking up students along US 54 when it was struck by a car. Orr says the bus driver followed all safety protocols and students were evacuated safely. Orr says no one was hurt. The car briefly caught fire. According to Orr, the bus driver was able to take action by extinguishing the fire and helped the other driver out of their vehicle. Well, one lucky tri-state resident could be waking up a billionaire this morning. Illinois lottery officials confirmed the jackpot-winning Powerball ticket from last night's drawing was sold right here in the Gem City at the Hy-Vee gas station at 36th and Broadway. A single ticket sold matched all 6 numbers from last night's Powerball drawing, winning a jackpot worth $1.04 billion. The winning numbers: 4, 26, 66, 67, 69, and the Powerball 9. This is the 8th largest jackpot in Powerball history and the biggest prize won so far this year. The jackpot now resets to $20 million for Saturday's drawing. Hannibal Public Works officials are warning that the damage that can result from pouring cooking grease down the sink. Officials say hot fats, oils, and grease cling to pipes as it cools, creating severe blockages. The city says residents should dispose of extra grease in sealed containers in the trash. But even the residue left behind in your cookware can cause a major buildup.
If you cook something and you have the frying pan, instead of rinsing that out with hot water and having that go down the drain, taking a paper towel and just wiping that out before you wash it will help really reduce the amount of grease that goes down the drain.
She says the same trash first rule applies to wet wipes, warning that flushable wipes do not dissolve and are actually one of the #1 causes of wastewater clogs. For the last several years, a referendum has gone around the state of Illinois asking voters if they'd like their county boards to work with other boards to potentially separate from Cook County in November. McDonough County will see the separation referendum on the ballot, but the question is, what happens next? Tonight on WGEM News at 6, Dylan Smith is digging deeper into the movement. You'll hear from the person who has traveled across the state advocating for the measure, as well as a succession expert who explains how likely the split is to happen. One Hancock County resident says he thinks it's time for a change, claiming it's not political, but urban versus rural.
I guess you can go until the last person drops that's not willing, as long as people want it to happen, they can always advocate for it, right? This is America.
The fact that these referendums are being placed on an increasing number of county elections, and that every election cycle we see more of these questions being asked, clearly that movement is gaining some sort of organizational traction.
In Western Illinois, the referendum has already been approved in Brown and Hancock counties. You'll hear about the path forward, or whether there is one, tonight on WGEM News at 6. The Sweet Corn Festival is set to get underway in West Point, Iowa. That's thanks to the work of volunteers. Yesterday, they held the Shuck Fest, where they prepared 17 tons of corn for the weekend. For the last 12 years, participants in the event have been able to call on the help of the city's youth athletic teams to lend a helping hand in the process. Festival events get underway today and are set to run through this Sunday as residents and visitors work their way through those tons of sweet corn. Camp Eastman in Hancock County is celebrating a century of outdoor memories on the Mississippi River. For 100 years, generations of scouts and outdoor lovers have gathered along the banks of the Mississippi near Nauvoo. Events include a jamboree for any registered scouts and an all-day public celebration on Saturday, August 29th, where a 25-year-old time capsule will be opened. The full event schedule is at WGEM.com. And schools are starting to get back in session, and the last day to enjoy some pool time in Hannibal is this weekend. Sunday, the Ronnie Farrell Hannibal Aquatic Center will be open for its last day of the 2026 season. All admission on the last day is $5. The pool will be open from 1 to 6 p.m. Palmyra's Rebel Pig is set to get a new home and a new name off Main Street. The Rebel Pig is moving to the former Hats restaurant on Highway 168 and rebranding to Rebel Smash. Rebel Smash will be a quick order restaurant that serves barbecue, chicken strips, smash burgers, and even breakfast. He says the new site will help reduce costs for utilities and upkeep. That's it for WGEM News Now at this hour. I'll be back at 3 p.m. with more. In the meantime, you can stay in the know at WGEM.com with our mobile news and smart TV apps and by watching WGEM News at noon.